Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. We're going to have a bit more resin play today. Just wanted to show you all that I'm not just restricted to this mould. So that was like a suggestion and a feeling. So I wanted to show you that I have expanded. This can be retired. I was using it for consistency's sake, but it's not the most interesting, and I think you've all seen that enough. So I just wanted to show you what we have got to play with, and we're going to have a little play around with some of it today. This is only getting one more mention. I think a fair few who've seen my videos with resin have cottoned onto this, and I put a comment on there because I didn't really mention it in the video because it was all after attempting many times. Bad brand. Totally bad brand. It is not, you guys. If anyone is trying this one and experiencing issues, it is a legit bad brand. It's sticky and it stinks. It does not set no matter what you do, and I've done research. It is actually the brand. This Oho, whatever it is a knockoff generic. It seems to just specialise in knockoff faulty products. So we're not going to bother with that ever again. We're not going to mention it ever again, and that's going to be disposed of carefully because I do not trust it in the slightest for me or the environment. So yeah, avoid that like the plague, people. This Vida Rosa, really good brand, and I got lucky on. It's more affordable than people think. A lot of people have been trying that knockoff one because it's quite cheap. This was 300 grams in total, 3 bottles this size, for £15. This is 300, no, this is 200, and this was about £8. Not worth it. Definitely worth investing a little bit more, and I will be getting some other brands to try, varying price ranges, so people who are looking to get into it, and that is still a bit on the expensive side for them. Hopefully I can find something that's a bit cheaper that works for everyone. That being said, this is what I've accumulated resin-wise so far. My UV resin, obviously. I've got a little lamp, a little torch. This is about 5 watts, there or thereabouts. I've got this, which is a UV lamp as well, which is a nail lamp, but it's all in that category of it dries resin, basically. And this is 36 watts. Moulds, which I am expanding on. I'm still waiting for one to arrive, and I am going to be shopping for some more. But when the new one arrives, I'll share it all with you because I'm really looking forward to that one arriving. So yeah, we've got various sizes. We've got some super dinky ones here. I'll get my camera, well, the camera on my phone out in a second to show you. Some slightly deeper ones, which layer-wise with the UV resin will probably work, but as a oneer, that's far too deep to just fill up. Some more super dinky ones. Let me just move that out of the way for a second. That's just my carry it bag to put some of these bits in. Some slightly bigger ones. Some teddy bears, which I'm looking forward to trying because I reckon I can do those in a oneer. They're not too deep. Even the big one isn't too deep, though I might do him in layers, we'll see. A little orb, which again, I'd definitely do in layers. I've got to work out how I'd fill it and put it together. Probably in halves and then do a little seal across the middle and pop it together like that. A ring, which I had attempted to see, because I've got to use up the rest of this. The bottle keeps leaking and I don't know why. I think it's just slowly seeping out the top each time I use it. Yeah, it fits my little finger fine, but I'm going to need to get some different sizes. This is a bit snug on any other finger, so I can make some nice jewellery. A bracelet, which I don't think is going to fit my hand. So again, I think these are more children's sizes. Some little tubes. I can't remember what they're called. They're like prisms or something. So they might be fun to have a little play with. Again, I'd build those up in layers. This one I'm really looking forward to trying, but I think I'll save this. In this box here I've got epoxy resin. That'll be for another day. And this is meant to be a balloon dog. So I think that'll be an epoxy resin job. So I'll probably save that for this. Some other little bits that I tried to do. I tried to use up that Gemex and spell out my girls' names, Marley and Anova, which I don't think you'll see up there. So they're really thin, really transparent. I mean, they're really clear. They're crystal clear. So let's just pop them over there for now. These were the sheets that I did them on. So I'm going to keep a hold of those for little projects because they pop off them really nicely. We'll have a sneak peek in the epoxy resin kit. This will be for another day. But I've got a mat, some colours, the epoxy resin itself, a couple more moulds. They're just in there because they're just dupes of some other ones that I've got. And some other knickknacks, stirrers, spoons, gloves, so on and so forth. So we'll save that for another day. Like I say, this was just briefly to show you all. And pop that over there for a second. Some of the bits that I've got to play with. Some holographic glitters to try. Some dinky glitters to try, and that's all different kinds in here. There's some like flakes, some fine glitters, some shapes, all in rather sweet little tubs. So we'll probably give them a go maybe today, we'll see. You've all seen these bits already. This came with the Gemex kit. That's just a few random little pearl balls, some pink flakes, some snowflakes, and some silver moons and stars. So we'll also pop that out the way for a second. Move all of this aside for a little bit. Oh yes, and I have these ones. These are really tiny. A little oval, a little triangle, a little moon, and a little square. So again, for super dinky things, I'll probably save that recording for another day. Some pressed flowers, which I think they'll be fun to play with in some of these bigger moulds. This stuff I'm looking forward to giving a go as well. This is chameleon powder. It's meant to be sort of a bit like two-toned. So really nice, really shiny. Apparently you brush that into the mould first, so I've read. And then you pop your resin over the top of it. And then when it's set, you have like a surface covering of it. So we'll probably play with that. Some tweezers, glow-in-the-dark ones, which are getting hit under my light at the moment. They do work. I gave them a little test. I don't know if you can see that. My light's too bright at the moment, but yeah, we'll save that. Glitter, 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 glitter. A nice tub of all sorts, different colours in here, different glitters, a nice drill piece, some more little inserts to play with. Again, more little inserts, different glitters, some foil flakes, and some more colours, some more inserts, more glitter bits, and sort of jewellery attachments and keyring attachments. So that being said, let's have a play with something. What to play with first? I don't know. But we'll go with a bigger mould for a change. We'll pop all these little ones aside for a second. We'll get one of these nice big square ones going, so then we can see. Let's pop all these up the edge there. Although I'm really tempted by the teddy. We'll look at the teddy in a second. Let's move all this over for the moment. And yeah, we're going to be using the Vida Rosa stuff today. So let's have a look. Spoiled for choice. Also, the other part of sharing this with you is if you really want to see any of these bits that I don't use today had a go with, then do pop it in the comments and I will have a go with them. Same for any suggestions of things to invest in for the resin side. So this is going to be a regular feature of the channel. I'm having so much fun with it and people seem to really enjoy seeing what's going on with it. So I'm going to try and keep this to at least once a week, a solely resin based release. Sometimes it will be shot with a big camera. I'll always go in close with the little camera regardless, and other times it'll be up close. So that being said, and like I said, I'm feeling rather spoilt for choice. I am going to try first. I kind of want to try the holographic glitter. See how that works. I am tempted by the many little canisters of things here. What else do we have? Foils, fine glitters, little animal faces, flowers and food slices. More glitters and balls. Let's just try outright add in a bit of one of these colours, and then we will have to try the chameleon powder. I'm going to try that with a little teddy first, see how that works. So let's, and these shimmer powders get everywhere. I mean, they're meant to be outright colours, but they seem to just be like shimmer powders like you can buy from the makeup aisle. So let's try, we'll get this plugged in so that can be ready. I've set it off. Right, let's try swirling in. Let's get these colours out. Oh, they're in there rather snug. That's, I'm going to have really sparkly fingers. Oh, the box can go. In fact, it looks like, given the inside of that box, it looks like a pink has gone wild. I should probably put gloves on, just so I don't print pink everywhere. Right, let's glove up, sip of tea. Sleeves up. I've got 2 hoodies on as well, by the way, because it's absolutely freezing. That's another reason to, at the moment anyway, wait on the epoxy a little bit, because that's going to affect it. Apparently that doesn't, from what I've read, doesn't like the cold. Much like me. Right, I kind of want to stick something in there, but I want to, let's just do a swirly one to begin with. So I'm going to put some of this in there. Oh yes, and that did work. I think I've got a lighter in my pocket. I tried giving that a quick blast. Does this one work? Yeah. A quick blast to get the bubbles out, and it does work with the epoxy resin, with the UV resin as well as the epoxy. If you've got some bubbles, giving it a quick burst, and I have a heat gun somewhere as well, so I'll have to get that out for our next resin endeavour. So let's go for this one in the middle. Oh yes, and if you let it all sink to the bottom a little bit first as well, it should reduce the bubbles. I think a little bit more. I also, where did I put it? Did I put it in here? Or did I slot it in the top one? I also got, oh, if I can get into it, yes, a nail file. So apparently that's good for filing down rough edges. It's a nail file / buffer. So we'll give that a go. So I think we'll try getting rid of, because we've got a couple of bubbles. So we'll see if this works like it did the other day. And it does. Wow, that's cool. The bubbles really quickly come to the top and pop. That's really cool. So that does work. Let's get a little blue. And let's just get the tiniest bit. So I have learnt this goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. A very long way. I've put way too much. Some of you would have seen the glitter bomb that I made with my very, very first attempt. Let's get some kitchen roll just to clean that. And let's put a little yellow with it. Blue and yellow does work nice. Put a little yellow up top. And then we're going to give it a gentle swirl. And I might need to apply the heat again just to get rid of the bubbles. Because last time I swirled this, I ended up making even more bubbles than there were. This is probably how they leak. These lids don't go back on very easily. There we go. Alright, let's give it a very gentle swirl. And I'm going to try to resist the temptation of pulling the stick up and down, because that's when I'm pushing bubbles into the resin. I'm trying to keep it down. Again, if anybody has experience with this out there, do let me know. Because I still may be doing this wrong. Or there's a better, easier way to do this. Okay, I think that's all. A bit like mixing a cake. You don't mix it well enough, you get little lumps. And let's come up here. Get the yellow. It's cool because it's slowly dragging the blue around it. That's really cool. Let's give it a little mix up in the middle there. Right, I'm going to give that another little blast because I have put a couple of bubbles in there doing that, nothing major. Is there? Okay, I think we're bubble free. So, what's this one's? Say, I think it's 2 minutes with the little one. So I'm going to try this one. I'm going to hold it up and bring it down. So I still want to bear in mind that technique. A lovely lady told me in the comments that's not quite a metre up. I'm bringing it down in a circular motion slowly to try and keep it clear and not cloudy. Also, I do apologise because I may misconstrue comments as well. So if I misunderstand any instructions or advice that any of you give, do correct me, because I do sometimes take things literal. So when she said in a swirly motion, I might just need to do like a little bit like that rather than big old circles around it. Or I might be doing it right. Either way, I appreciate the feedback. Oh, we've had a little bit of debris slip in there. I can see a little bit of something that's come off something, but I don't know what. And I can't fish it out now because I've started to set it. I've started to cure it. And I might also be coming down far too quick. I'm unsure. I will flip it over and do the other side as well. Because these aren't deep, but just to give it the best chance. Go one more. And that should be 4 minutes. And I don't know as well if I need to keep doing this again and again, or once I've done it from above once, do I just leave it down? It's looking like it's set or cured. We'll do the same for the other side. Hopefully I haven't overcooked it. Again, this is going to be trial and error. I might just need to do it once on the one side and then once on the other side, since this is 2-minute bursts. And I will be investing, because also the lovely lady did say that she had a lamp, like, I'm guessing like one that comes down, not like a little, so it can set slowly but surely from a consistent height. So I'm going to have a look and invest in one of those. Let's flip it over, get the back. Do I do one more? I said I was going to do one more. Then I might overcook it. But what if I haven't done it enough on the other side? Mind you, it looks like it's coming away from the mould. Alright. We're going to try there. It's not sticky. Is it sticky on the underside? It's not sticky on the underside. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, that's really cool. It's a shame that there was like a random bit of debris floating there. Let me get my phone out and we'll edit a little zoom in here. Look at that. How cool is that? It's worked. It looks really nice and really clear. It doesn't look cloudy to me. Let me know what you all think. And get it in focus. Look at that. That's really nice. You can see right there where my thumb is, that's where the little bit of debris snuck in. But yeah, that's come out really well. I really like that. I wonder what sort of swirled in design we could do if we got really creative. But yeah, that is so clear. Look at that. So clear. Perfect. Alright. We'll do one more thing in this video before it trots on too far, too long. I think we can get away with doing one more thing. Or do we save that for the next one? And get rid of whatever debris is kicking around here. I think we'll stop there, but I am going to continue recording. We'll call this the end of one. I'm going to continue recording in the next one. We're going to try this guy. I really want to try this guy. Let me just take out what I've put in there. That was for another idea. I'm going to use in the next video the chameleon powder. I'm going to brush it in there. And then I'm going to try that. So that's what we're going to do in the next one. So look forward to that. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I hope you can take something away from this. And if you've got any suggestions, recommendations, tips, tricks and the likes, then do let me know in the comments. Like if you like what you see. Comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more and know when it's coming. Thank you all so much. Take care and see you in the next one.